What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex, and I'm back here with another video, and today we're going to get into Madden ratings, okay? The Miami Dolphins full team Madden ratings have been released. Now, real quick shout out to people who liked this video before they even heard this sentence. Now, let's get into these ratings, okay? Now, real quick before I get into these ratings, I just want to say that, you know, I'm not expecting the Dolphins to have 10 90 overall players or 10 85 plus overall players because, let's just be honest, we ain't got all that many great players, like as far as like, you know, proven players, proven great. We might have great players we just don't know about, but we ain't got a lot of proven great players. But we do have one in particular, Xavien Howard. Two really if you count Laremy Tunsil, but I don't think the league sees Laremy Tunsil as we see Laremy Tunsil. But we do have Xavien Howard, and you know, that's the future, right? That's the highest paid corner, that's the all-pro and pro bowler that we have on our team, right? So, without further ado, let's get into the Miami Dolphins ratings. Boom, as you guys can see in Madden 20, which comes out in about 2 weeks, Kenny Stills is the highest rated Miami Dolphin. Now, he's at 84 overall, and you have to look down about 2 spots to see Xavien Howard ranked at 83 overall. Bruh. Once you see that, you can automatically tell that you cannot take Madden ratings seriously, all right? I knew that before I got into it, but this just confirms my thoughts that Madden ratings are literally just picked out of a hat, as somebody tweeted me earlier today. It's just no way possible that the people at Madden actually watch football. I mean, they probably watch football, don't get it wrong, but they don't watch every game. Obviously, it's impossible to. So these ratings are just not accurate. They probably have never watched the Dolphins play in their life. It's just zero possibility. Like, I'm not gonna complain about nobody else's rating because, like I said, we weren't a great team last year. I mean, they probably didn't watch the game. So hey, listen, even though Minka is higher than the 80 overall, I can't really complain about that. But how in the actual fuck does a guy make All-Pro, which means All-Pro, if y'all don't know, means he's one of the best players at his position, and Pro Bowl, which, you know, is less than All-Pro, but it still means he's one of the best players at his position, and somehow end up at 83 overall? To compare him to the other All-Pro cornerbacks, Byron Jones is a 91 overall, Stephon Gilmore is a 94 overall, and Kyle Fuller is at 89 overall, and Xavien Howard is at 83 overall. All of them ranked top 10 as far as overall goes at their position, except for Xavien Howard. These niggas, they don't watch football. There's no way. Well, they don't watch Dolphins games, I should say, which is fine, but it's just like, at the end of the day, they need to get a bigger team to evaluate these ratings. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal, but they definitely need to get a bigger team to evaluate these ratings. I mean, I don't know if it's like 2 people in there and they just like randomly just pick overalls, but this literally makes absolutely zero sense. This is one of the worst like errors I think in the whole thing. I'm just gonna show y'all who they have ranked above Xavien Howard. So if we go to cornerbacks here, filter, and then we take off the Dolphins filter, and I'll put this link in the description, but if we do this, y'all will see that, okay, listen, certain players I feel like Xavien Howard's better than, but I'm not gonna argue with. People like Jalen Ramsey, whatever, Stephon Gilmore, whatever, Richard Sherman, whatever. But you go scroll down and you start seeing people like Joe Hayden. Bruh. You start seeing people like Jair Alexander, Jimmy Smith, William Jackson as high overalls in the Xavien Howard. That's an issue. Now, I'm not saying they're not good in their own regard, but they're not all-pro. They're not all-pro. I mean, the dude led the league in interceptions. I mean, it's not hard to see that Xavien Howard is at least a 90 overall. At least, no bias. And they got him at 83 overall. They put Jason McCourty better than Xavien. Go ask. You can call Bill Belichick right now and ask him who better, Xavien Howard or Jason McCourty. He'd probably tell you that he's not better than. So how the is he at 85 overall? It's mind-boggling. But this is what I would expect out of EA. And I'm gonna make a lot of Madden videos too as soon as Madden come out. But this is what I would expect, honestly, out of EA. It's kind of mind-boggling, but at the same time, just kind of what I would expect. Enough talk about Xavien Howard, though. That was just the biggest snub. Let's get back into some of the other Dolphins ratings. I know maybe some people want to see some other Dolphins ratings, okay? But I had to go on that little spiel, okay? So let's go back to the full Dolphins ratings, okay? Like I said, it's just no way that the people at EA actually have even watched Xavien Howard play. It's just a zero possibility because they wouldn't have made him that rating. There's just no way. Let's go back to the full ratings. We have Kenny Stills is the highest rated Dolphin. He has a 92 speed. Laremy Tunsil is the second highest. But you guys can look up all the individual stats. So let's just keep going. Rashad Jones, 83 overall. Minka, 80. And then after that, nobody else is at 80 overall. King Drake's 79. Devontae Parker, 79. Albert Wilson, 79. And you guys could read Michael Gesicki, 75. But the quarterback situation is interesting. You have Ryan Fitzpatrick at a 75 overall. And then you have Josh Rosen as a 70 overall. So at least in Madden, if you're picking the Dolphins, then your starter is going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick at the beginning of the year. I suppose. I don't think anybody's going to be starting Josh Rosen. So at least we know who our starter is going to be in Madden at least. And probably in real life too, it'll probably be Ryan Fitzpatrick. I really don't have too much to say on everybody else's ratings because, you know, I mean, obviously I feel like, hey, King Drake's better than a 79, but I can't really argue that. And obviously I'm a Dolphins fan, so I could be a little biased. But I know I'm not biased on Xavien Howard though. That's some bullshit. But everybody else is like, you kind of have to just go with it. You don't want to be too biased with it. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. One interesting player that the Dolphins have in Madden that a lot of people really ignore is Jakeem Grant right here, guys. A lot of people ignore Jakeem Grant. He's one of the most valuable people that you have. So if you pick the Dolphins in Madden, this is just a tip. If you pick the Dolphins in Madden, which if you're playing serious, like if you're playing for money and whatnot, I don't think nobody picking us, the Dolphins. But if you are picking the Dolphins in Madden, Jakeem Grant is an excellent player to use. A lot of people won't use him because he's so far off the depth chart that you probably might have, you know, Devontae Parker in, you might have Albert Wilson in, and you might have Kenny Stills in, right? And in real life, you might say, well, those are the three best receivers that we have. But in a video game like Madden, I'm gonna tell you right now, speed is really all that matters in that situation. Like, speed matters more than anything on a wide receiver majority of the time, especially in regular teams. So Jakeem Grant is a guy that you probably want to start if you're playing Madden with the Dolphins. Even though I don't care about if his ratings lower than, say, Albert Wilson, his speed is going to make him a better receiving threat in the game than Albert Wilson. But yeah, obviously, when Madden comes out, I'm definitely going to get some gameplay for the channel with the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to win a game with us. But as far as our team goes, y'all can see the overalls, man. Not too swell, but, you know, this is what I would expect. Another thing I would tell y'all right now, another key factor with the Miami Dolphins in Madden, Jerome Baker. Okay, he's an excellent user. If you guys use the linebackers, you might say, well, Jerome Baker, he's right on that side. I like using Kiko Alonso because he's a higher overall, right? Is Kiko high overall? I don't even think Kiko is a high overall. Is he? No, Kiko is a lower overall than Jerome Baker. Raekwon McMillan is 74, 73. Yeah, Jerome Baker is the highest overall linebacker on our team this year, and he's at 89 speed. So that's super good for a linebacker. So when you're using, I would use a Jerome Baker. That is also a tip that I have for y'all. Don't use a Kiko Alonso or Raekwon McMillan. They're too slow. A lot of people like to use that middle linebacker. You don't you put Jerome Baker at middle linebacker if that's what you like to do, because he's gonna be way faster. He's gonna be able to make plays way faster. Those are two guys that the Dolphins have that are really good at Madden. Even if in real life Jakeem Grant isn't the best or Jerome Baker isn't the best at Madden, those guys are really good because of their speed, mainly. Other than that, yeah, you got Jason Sanders here, the 73 overall. He was one of the best kickers in my opinion last year. It's just a lot of these ratings. There's no way. Let's go look at some of the ratings around the league and stuff. But a lot of these ratings you could just tell. I wouldn't even get upset about them, because you can obviously just tell that these guys don't watch football. Okay, not a lot of football. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that it's probably a team of maybe 5 to 10 people, and none of them watch Dolphins game, which is weird because EA is based out of Florida, so I would think they would know a little bit about the Dolphins. Apparently not. It's Orlando. Maybe they watch Bucks games or something. I don't know. But you have these are the ratings around the league. Aaron Donald, DeAndre Hopkins, Khalil Mack, Bobby Wagner are the only 99 overalls. Patrick Mahomes 97 overall. A crazy thing that I heard is that Aaron Rodgers is a 90 overall. Now, Aaron Rodgers didn't have his best season last year, but so Aaron Rodgers is a 90 overall. Bruh. After one, he didn't have a bad season last year, but he didn't have, A-Rod's standard season, but he's already down to a 90 overall. He was like a 99, I believe, last year. So, man, this year, like I said, I don't know what they're basing their ratings off of, if anything. I don't know if they're just I don't think they put too much effort in. That's why I don't even when the players get mad on Twitter and everything and they complain about their ratings. I don't even think honestly, I don't think they put much effort in. And if they do put a lot of effort into this, it doesn't show because they have people that are just rated. The ratings are just messed up. And I think Xavien Howard is the worst one, honestly. And that's because I know what Xavien Howard does. I don't really know about some of these other players, but Xavien Howard has to have the most snubbed rating in this whole thing. I'm looking right now for more, but I think Xavien Howard definitely has the most snubbed rating out of everybody, bro, for sure. Either way, I'm gonna play Madden. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, I play Ultimate Team anyway, where ratings fluctuate and cards come out and they change. So regardless, I don't really play regular teams, and it's cool that, you know, with Madden these days, you could just you know, if a player plays well, their overall increases. You know what I'm saying? So every opportunity, every player can, you know, end up being in the 80s and 90s overall if we're winning or if a player's playing well. So that's awesome. I'm going to be uploading a lot of Madden content when it comes out, as well as Dolphins content still. But I just need to upload more stuff because I cannot have my channel like just depend on Dolphins channel stuff, because, you know, then you have dry spells like we've had, you know, over the couple months where I haven't even been uploading rarely because it's just not enough. It's just nothing happening with the team. But get in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about the Madden ratings. Do you think they are fair? Who is the biggest snub? Laramie Tunsil has 85 pass block. Okay, just in case anybody was wondering about that. But do you guys think these ratings are fair? Xavien Howard, one of the best press corners in the league, has 83 press. What else? Let me go look at some of his other stats. Man coverage 80 and zone coverage is 85. Yeah, but let me know in the comment section if you guys think that these ratings are fair. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 8K in the way. Football season is almost underway. It's your boy K Flexin'. I'm out.